Hello everyone. Good evening. We will be waiting for a few more minutes to everyone to join, and then we will start. Hello. Yeah. Good evening everyone. This is Fauzan. I work as service quant in Tradetron, and please affirm if you can hear me. I've just started the screen sharing. Please confirm if my screen is visible to you. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope your weekend is going good till now. So let's make it better with this webinar. So today we are actually going to use some technical indicators like how to trade with means how to implement technical indicators in Tradetron and to trade on that. Okay. And we will also do something different, like we will take means the help of technical indicators to generate the signals, and then we will trade on different option strategies based on that. Okay. Yeah. So as usual, we will start with this info block. So this is a basic info block, and this can be used to give your name to your strategy, tags to your strategy, as well as description to your strategy. Okay. So these all information is just useful when you are placing your strategies, or we can say listing your strategies on marketplace. So your viewer, your subscribers can be able to understand the means information about your strategy. Okay. So I will assign basic name as webinar. Anything you can tag anything here. So I will just tag technical, and here you can type anything. So we will start with the entry block. Okay. So basically this is set one. It is by default used as set one. Now here you will see some blocks like no list selected and all those stuff. So these are the blocks. This is the block in which you can see all this information. This is nothing but a list. Okay. In this, some are custom list and some are predefined lists. So you can use a list in your strategy, and accordingly you can place trades on that. Okay. So yeah, today we will also see how to create a list, custom list, and to implement it in your strategy. Okay. So now we will start here. We will start with see, as we all know that you're using technical indicators. So technical indicators are nothing but basically we are checking on the live position or the previous positions of the market. Like position we can say as candles, right? So we can check indicators value on the basis of candles, like previous candle, what indicator the value, wha- what value has given by the indicator. So like that we can check. So to check that, we will use keyword called as position first. And you have to make sure that always while using the indicators, technical indicators, you should use position keyword. So inside that, we will select now VWAP. Okay. This zero represents current candle. Okay. So if you want to check for previous candles, you can select it as -1. So it will check for previous candle like this. In this instrument name, we have to specify the instrument which we want to check the conditions on. So we can select NFO as Nifty. So what this keyword will return is, this keyword will return the VWAP, means value of VWAP at previous candle. Okay. And many of you all have the question like, what is the difference between VWAP and VWAP series actually? Okay, so I will clarify it. It's pretty much simple. So suppose if you want to check VWAP, so what VWAP keyword basically returns is, VWAP returns the last 1 minute VWAP value, okay, of that instrument. Suppose if you want to check for Nifty 50, so if you are just selecting the keyword as VWAP, so this VWAP will return last 1 minute VWAP value. Now this VWAP series, what it will do is it will return the value up till this candle, -1 candle. So suppose if you are checking for if the market is just open at 9:15, okay, and your trade has been generated at 9:20, means your buying signal is generated at 9:20. So up till 9:20, this VWAP series will return the VWAP value, okay, from 9:15 till that moment. Like in our case, as we have taken the example of 9:20, it will take 9:20 till 9:20 VWAP's value, and it will return to you. Okay. Suppose if you want to check just 1 minute value, so you can directly use this VWAP. There is no means no requirement to use position keyword before that. Okay, so you can directly write VWAP there. So now what this will check is if previous close value. Now we will check previous close value is greater than or not. So for that we will check position close again here as -1. I'm selecting the instrument as NFO, Nifty 50. Symbol I'm just selecting as 1 minute. You can even select 1 day, whatever as per your choice. So now what this formula will return to us, this formula, this first block will check for the previous close value of Nifty 50. Okay, and this block will give you the value of VWAP of Nifty 50 till previous candle. Okay, so now if in this case this is generating a bullish scenario, so what we can do is if a price is crossing above VWAP, so what we will do is we will just generate a buy signal. So what we can do here is you can just directly do your bull call spread. For that, I will explain you how to do it. You will just sell one Nifty call. Okay. We will select ATM -1. For that, we will select FX, ATM. Instrument should be Nifty 50. And here we will select +1. Okay, because we are selecting OTM. So for call OTM will be plus in plus. Okay. And similarly, by mistake two positions. Similarly, we will add one more buy call. Okay. So now I will just give you a brief idea about about the position builder. So you have to see when we are using the options or derivatives instrument, basically we have to select it as NFO. Here it will be type as option or means call, and underlying as Nifty 50 as our conditions are on Nifty, and this is product type. Okay, so NRML basically means carry forward orders, while MIS means intraday orders. So you can choose as per your requirement. So this will return the ATM. Okay, and if you want to modify something, then means you want to select OTM or ITM. So what you can do is as I have already shown you how to use that, just select FX here, and in FX you can simply add the ATM +1 -1 as per your requirement. Okay, and quantity should be always in lots when you are trading in derivatives. You can select expiry here, current month, current week, whatever you want, and you can add accordingly. Okay, so similarly, if you want to generate a sell signal, like if VWAP is crossing below that, below close value, so how to design that? You can simply write position again, just write VWAP. Okay, just mention the instrument name as NFO, Nifty. You can select close here. If close of previous candle is below VWAP, then we will sell our buy position. Okay, so yeah, and even you can add PNL based conditions, like you can even give the condition as PNL. PNL to make a stop loss, you can select your PNL less than number is minus 2000. And even same we can do for profit sharing, means profit booking, PNL greater than, let's say 5000. Yeah, so this is the exit condition. Okay, so it will take trade, means if the bullish signal is generated, it will take a buy trade, okay, in buy direction, as well as if it is moving downwards, it will take a sell direction. Okay, now what we have to check is, now suppose if you want to means trade only on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or Thursday or any specific day. So what to do that, how to do that, you can simply come here in entry, you can place a condition called as weekday equal to number, let's say 2. Yeah, so this keyword will return you Tuesday. Okay, suppose if you want to trade on Wednesday, you can select here as 3. So for Monday it is 1, for Tuesday it is 2, for Wednesday it's 3, for Thursday it's 4, and for Friday it's 5. Okay, so you can use according to your requirement. Suppose if you want to trade, like you want to trade between a specific time, like you want to start your trade at let's say 9:15, and you want to trade up till 2 o'clock. So how to frame that keyword? You can click here as time less than, you can by clicking this plus sign as well as paste, you can paste your keyword like this. Time should be less than 1400. So this will restrict your trade till 2 p.m. from 2 p.m. sorry, and you can select here as time greater than, again you can copy like this and paste it here like that, and you can select here as 9:15. So this condition will check whether if means it will satisfy when the time will be greater than 9:15, and it will start checking the entry conditions till after 2 p.m. Okay, because we have mentioned here as 1400, that is 2 p.m. So like this you can frame, you can play around with different keywords. Okay, and even you can do one thing, if you want to check, see these conditions, basically VWAP is always checked on the future. So what you can do here is you can select just current month here. Okay, because VWAP is calculated for the traded instruments, right? Because as we all know that Nifty spot is not traded actually, so definitely we have to check it on futures. So to check on futures, there are actually two steps. Like either we can do it as I done, like by selecting current month, or directly what we can do is while clicking on this symbol, you can directly select it as futures. Okay, so either way you can do it. For to select futures of any instrument you want, you can just simply select Nifty 50, and this will also check on the futures. So I've showed you two steps how to select futures. Like either you can select directly from futures, or you can select from instrument name and just mention current month after this NFO Nifty 50. Okay, so you can use it as per your requirement. Now yeah, so let's see how to create a custom list. Okay, and how to check conditions based on that. So for that, what you can do here is you can click here, you can click on add. Okay, simply select the exchanges NFO or NSE, whatever you want. If you want to take trades on stocks, like in equity segment, you can select as NSE. And I will just buy this random stocks. Okay, I'm just adding the random stocks. Okay, like this you can add n number of stocks, but yeah, the recommendation to add stocks is not should exceed more than 40 to 50 stocks in one list. So because it will means increase the latency of your strategy if you are using more than that stocks. So definitely you can make multiple strategies while creating multiple lists if the stocks number of stocks are more than 40 or 50. So definitely you can do that. I will give the name as ABC to my list. You can write name to your strategy, sorry, list, and you can click here save. Okay, so our list has been successfully created. So now how to use this list ABC XYZ in our strategy? It's pretty much simple. Just coming here, while clicking on instrument name, you can select instead of NFO, you can select here as NSE. You can type here as ABC. Here you can see downward ABC XYZ as the list name. Okay, so you can simply select this list and click on OK. So now instead of checking on the spot or on the futures chart of that instrument, that is Nifty 50, now it will check on this list. Okay, as we have added two stocks in this list, all these conditions will be checked on those stock list. Okay, and one more thing I have to mention, whenever we add means sometimes it might be difficult for you to understand between the list and the instrument name. Okay, so you can observe here, if we are selecting the list, then there is a thin line before and after the name of that list or instrument, whatever. Okay, so this will means identify it as a list. I will show you the example. I will show you the example how to analyze it. Suppose if I'm selecting here as, so this is the basic difference. Here you can see here as NFO Nifty 50. And in case of the spot or the futures, you will not see that this lines, two lines before and after that name. Okay, but in this case, you will see before and after a one thin line. Okay, so this is the difference between this. So you can identify this one as the means individual spot value or the instrument value, and this will represent as list. Okay, I hope it is clear. Yeah. So again, I will give you a brief idea about the advanced settings for the new users who are joining this webinar, so they can have a basic idea about this advanced settings. So I would like to mention that all these advanced settings works on the strategy level, okay, and not on the specific set level. Now, what does this mean actually? Suppose your strategy can have multiple sets. Apart from this one, you can have multiple sets, right? So set number is defined here. So it is set number one, set number two, okay, and like that you can have multiple sets. Now here advanced settings works on strategy level. Now what does this mean is, whatever settings you will be setting here, it will check for the entire strategy, not for this specific set. Okay, suppose now if you are selecting the initiation price, if you are selecting as market price or any of the any of one type you are selecting, let's say average of bid and ask price. So this average of bid and ask price will be applied to all the sets present in this strategy. Okay, you cannot modify like one set should be executed on market price and another set should be executed on average of bid ask price. So that cannot be done. So it is strategy level. Okay, so now what does mean is average of bid ask price. This setting will check the average of average of bid and ask price present in the market at that moment before executing the trade, and after calculating the average, it will place a limit order. Okay. So here is the best price. So what does this best price means? Best price is nothing but selling an instrument or selling by for a selling order. The best bid price will be the best price, correct? And for buying any instrument or for buying orders, the best price will be the best ask price available in the market. and LTP is nothing but last traded price, and here it is a market price. So market price is nothing but the price available in the market while executing the trades. So apart from this market price, all other three settings will place a limit order. Okay. So the chances of missing the trades will be quite possible in other settings, as we are aware that after placing a limit order, it might be possible that market has never returned to that price. So that can be one of the scenario. So you can use it according to your requirement. So now what does this mean is revision attempts and increase by. Let's see that. Suppose if you're selecting as LTP, okay. Now this revision attempts will, you can select here as 1, 2, 3 or 5. So what this will do is, it will revise your price by one tick. Okay. For in case of Nifty, it's I think 25 paisa is one tick, 25.50 paisa is one tick. So it will revise 5 attempts. So in every attempt, it will increase one tick of your LTP and it will place a limit order against that. Now, what does this mean is price execution 2. This is timeout. Okay. Now, suppose if you're selecting as 5 seconds. So now after 5 seconds also, if your order has not been executed because market has never reached your price, so what final action you want to do? Either you can select it as cancel, ignore, or executed market price. So definitely the name suggests cancel, as cancel means if you are selecting as cancel and after 5 seconds also your order is not executed, as your limit price is not means achieved, so it will cancel the order. Similarly, ignore will ignore the means price and it will still wait for that price to be achieved, and executed market price will execute the order after 5 seconds or whatever time specified here. Correct. Now what does this tranching means? Let's say if you have 10 lots in your strategy, okay, and you don't want to trade all of them at one go. So what you can do is you can select here as 50% and you can specify certain time like 1 second, 2 second, or any time you want. Means any time interval you want, and after this specified time interval the remaining tranche size will be executed. So if you have for 10 lots, then 50% means 5 lots. Correct. So 5 lots will be executed at one go, and after waiting for 2 seconds it will again place an order for that 50%, that is 5 lots. Now here is the reactivate on exit after. As I've already mentioned you that all these advanced settings work on strategy level. So this exit is also working on universal exit, means this setting will also work on this universal exit. Okay, because this block is also working on strategy level and not on the set specific level. So whatever time you are specifying here as the the algorithm will reactivate it after this specified time only if the algorithm has exited with universal exit. If your algorithm has exited with this set specific exit, then this setting will not be used. Okay. This is the check conditions every. So what does this mean is, generally an algorithm takes about 2 to 3 seconds or 3 to 4 seconds based on your conditions, based on your strategy conditions, and it will check and it will execute your trade. So if you're selecting the check conditions every 1 minute, so what it does is it will check the conditions like it's taking 3 seconds, let's say. So after 3 seconds, it will wait for another one complete minute. And after that, it will check again your next condition, set of conditions. Okay. So to best, you can select here as check continuously. So what does this mean is, let's say if your algorithm is taking 3 seconds. So after checking 3 seconds, it will again continuously check. So means you can say with every consecutive 3 seconds, it will check your conditions. So this is the capital required section. This can be used to means you can give an idea to your subscribers if you are placing your strategy on marketplace that how much capital it is required. So you can mention any value here based on your analysis. So it's not mandatory actually. You can even keep it as 0. So this is the take trade section. Now this, please listen to this carefully. What does this mean? Start condition check after exchange open. Now our exchange open is opens at 9:15. Okay. So if you're selecting the time as 10 minutes, so it will, so entire algorithm will start condition check after 9:25. Okay. Because we have specified here as 10 minutes. So suppose if you have given the entry time in our case, we have given the entry time as 9:15, right? But as this setting is selected as to 10 minutes, this order will not execute until 9:25 because this setting is of 10 minutes. So what to do that? You can select simply here as 1 second if your entry time is 9:15. Okay. So at sharp 9:15, 1 second, it will execute the orders if the conditions are matching. Now this is the last condition check before exchange close. So we have kept here as 10 minutes. Our exchange basically close at 3:30. So this condition will stop checking the entire set conditions by entire strategies condition by 3:20 because exchange closes at 3:20. So by this meanwhile, if your target or means we can say stop loss is getting satisfied by this period, like between 3:20 to 3:30, so it will be ignored because the conditions will not be checked. So in that case, if you want to check till the last moment of the market, you can select here as 1 second. This is the rollover on expiry function. Basically, this function is used when you have the means we can say positional strategies. So you can roll over your positions to next expiry. You can simply select next week or next month. Let's take next month here in this case. Suppose the now our expiry means Nifty monthly expiry is of July expiry is already started. So this settings what it will do is why on the expiry day of July expiry, okay, that is the fourth Thursday. After the specified time or on the specified time, it will roll over your means existing positions to the next expiry. So on this July expiry day, it will transfer roll over your positions to August expiry. Okay. So here it is a marketplace settings. This settings basically used when you are placing your strategy on marketplace. So you can simply click here as yes if you want to place your strategy on marketplace. You can click here on publish to marketplace. There is a monthly fixed fee or variable fee section. You can assign certain values in that as per your choice. Okay. And this is the invoice frequency means how it means at which interval you want to generate an invoice for your subscribers. It will be per month, per quarter, per 6 months. As per your choice, you can select anything. Here it should be no, allow others to duplicate strategy, or you can use the settings as per your choice. And basically you can click on this create button to create your strategies. Okay. So I hope this was clear to you all. So yeah, that's all. We can begin with the Q&A session. So you can ask your queries or questions if you have any. Yes, Kunal, you can ask your question, your query. So there is one user called Sangameshwar. So he's asking about how to MACD value will be 0, then condition will be satisfied and enter the market. So Sangameshwar, basically we already have a video on MACD. You can definitely browse it on our YouTube channel. Okay. So I will just give you a basic idea here how to create it actually. You can just click here position. I'm just explaining you in a brief manner. Please visit that video to have a detailed idea about it. You can simply see click here MACD, and this position, as I already told you, 0 will be of current candle and -1 will be of previous candle. So I'm just taking an example of -1. You can select instrument name on which you want to check the MACD value. And you can compare it with MACD signal or MACD histogram, whatever you want. So we have provision of both. You can see here as MACD hist means histogram, and MACD signal line. So you can check with this one. And similarly, you can add instrument name and you can check the conditions basis on that. And after placing your conditions, you can just create the dispositions here, and it will be the trade will be taken. So there is one user, Kunal, is asking, can you show RSI 4-hour strategy, as we are unable to do it? Okay. So Kunal, RSI is pretty much simple. The RSI template is already shared in our previous webinar, which was happened means in a previous week. So you can refer that, or I will just give you a brief idea again how to use the RSI. It's pretty much simple. Just here you can select, as I've already mentioned, that for any technical indicators you will require the position keyword first. So just write here RSI. It should be -1 or 0 as per your requirement candle size. By clicking on this RSI, you can select the period here. If you want 14 period of 10 period or whatever. So I'm just clicking as 14 period. You can select the candle type as 1 minute, 1 hour, okay, or 4 hour as per requirement. If you want 4 hour, you can select this 4H. Simply select the instrument as NFO, Nifty 50, okay. And you can simply check the condition like this. If RSI of 4 hour is greater than, we can say, let's say 50. So buyer means buy or sell as per your requirement. So this is how you can basically do it. Okay, I hope it is clear. So Shiv is asking, in Renko, if strategy we have defined as Nifty, can the position be added for Bank Nifty future? Yeah, you can do that. You can simply create conditions basis on Nifty, and while adding the position, you can select here as Bank Nifty also. So it will, once the Nifty conditions got satisfied, so it will take trades in both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. You can do that. So Ashok is asking, can you explain a simple candlestick program? Yeah, definitely it is a simple candlestick only. Okay, so this is nothing but if you're selecting here as this symbol, just you are keeping it as symbol, instrument name Nifty 50. So these will be checked on basic OHLC candles only. However, you can modify here your candle type by selecting this close, and you can select here as Renko, or you can even select as Heiken Ishi. Okay, so if you're selecting this, then only it will check the condition on Heiken or other type candle chart. But basically, if you're keeping it as just close NFO Nifty 50, then it will check on OHLC candles only. So Kunal, you can browse our means we can say I can say YouTube channel and just type there RSI. You will definitely see a couple of videos explaining RSI, how to use in your strategy. So you can just go to Tradetron YouTube channel and just search there RSI. You will find a couple of videos for that. Okay, so Ashok is asking if LTP is 10 point greater than previous close by trailing stop loss. So I'm not clear on this. What your question is all about? Will you please elaborate on this? So Shiv, you can select the brick size of Renko from here, like this. Suppose if you're selecting the candle type as Renko, I'm just giving you an example. You can click on Renko. You can click here on the this is number for the brick size, and after that you can specify the brick size here. I'm just selecting as 20 as an example. Okay, like this you can assign a number to your brick size, number of brick size you want. No, Ashok, unfortunately, you can't speak because this is a webinar. So you can type your question in the chat box or the Q&A box. You cannot actually convert your orders from CNC to MIC, from carry to MIS. While placing the orders only, you have to specify it as MIS or carry forward, whatever you want. So Shiv, for that Renko size for to means give your percentage of price, that will require a custom Python code for that. So I will share you one link where you can share your requirement, and our team will get back to you with that Python code. Just a second, I'm just sharing the code. So one user is asking how to set condition for profit book profit only on profitable script only. So yeah, you can. This is a good question. So you can click here as in exit condition. Yeah, basically I will also make sure to tell you that while using all your PNL based conditions, you should always use PNL means universal exit. Okay, not set specific exit. So if you have any PNL based conditions, you can always place that in universal exit, no, and not in set specific exit. The reason behind is this PNL keyword actually works on the strategy level, not on the set level. So PNL is calculated for entire strategies position, okay, not for specific set positions. And coming back to the question, you can simply write here as PNL underline. You can specify the name here as let's say Reliance is less than or greater than whatever you want. Let's say in the case of profit, we'll select greater than, let's say 5,000. So now this keyword will check for the PNL underlying. So if you are using a list and Reliance is one of an instrument in that list, so it will check for PNL for Reliance only. Okay, and if it is crossing 5,000, then it will exit. I hope it is clear to you. Yeah, so that's it. I think there is no questions further. Does Tradetron keeps history for buying previous days? Yeah, once your trade has been executed, then there will be means notification logs are getting generated, and you can check that logs for previous counters on the deployed page. Ashok, for this custom requirement of yours, what you can do is you can simply fill this questionnaire form, and we will get back to you with the with your detailed requirement. Our team will reach you once you have selected once you have filled this form within 3 to 4 working days. Yeah, you can means have a condition based on BTST as well as STBT. You can do both. Okay, so that's all. There have no been additional questions visible here. Yeah, so we are pretty much done. Thank you all. Thank you very much for joining this webinar. Have a happy weekend. Bye.